So here I go, ready to start the Western Saloon of the first steps. We're going to build the base with the bag ones. Got my bag ones ready, got my extra large plates because I'm going to need those. The minifigures are built. These are some other parts that will be used for the lights mainly because they're the specialised parts. Here we go. Actually, I wonder how many pages are in this booklet. So I finished the first bag, well, the first lots of bag one, and I have built the base. So that's good, and it's pretty solid. There was room under there for the battery box, although at the moment it hasn't told me to put it under there, which I'm a little disappointed about because I don't like it when the battery box is left out in the open. But yeah, I mean, it's not really going to slide in any of these gaps, so unless it's going to be hidden elsewhere in the build, I don't know. Yeah. But now onto bag two, which doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. It's just tiling the floor, so that should be a pretty quick process. So I've just applied the first lots of stickers, and I've noticed Funwhole have changed their stickers. They're not like the old decal type where you peel it off, stick it down, and peel off another layer of plastic. No, it's just typical stickers. You peel it off and stick it down. So it's so much easier. There's less waste. Yeah, this is good. I mean, I asked for more prints, but I'll take this. You know, this is a good step. Only one spare part later. And the flooring is pretty much all tiled. Look at that nice and shiny tiles there reflecting the light. Next up, onto bags 3, and we're building some of the interior walls. And the back wall there, that's a nice piano and a little office maybe. So I've just built this little piano here, very nicely detailed. Stickers, I just love the new stickers. It's so much easier and quicker. And yeah, I'm a big fan of this style of sticker. And it's going to slot in right there. So it's, you can easily take it out and have a look at the little details. All the bag 3s are finished, and we built this nice little corner office and obviously the piano there with some nice little details and sticker features on the wall, little table, obviously a gun on the wall, and this is a little play feature which I'm not quite sure. I mean, it turns this poster here, but does it have a bigger role to play? I'm not sure yet. And then we've got this nice little comfortable chair which isn't just attached, it's just loose sitting in there, but we've got the table as well. Yeah, pretty cool. 115 steps later, and this is what we've got so far. So we've got some more walls going up, some more details, and let's turn it around. So we've got the side walls going up now, and yeah, it's really beginning to take shape. I quite like this. And with bag 5, we're adding even more interior details. So there's some sort of poker game going on, some drinks as well. I just finished building the back of the bar. I'm ready to place that in, and I really like it. Just some simple building techniques, some pre-molded parts, some brick-built parts. Yeah, this is just nice and colourful. So I've just got to this stage where I'm adding in this kind of gold flex tube to the bar, and I mean, it looks really nice, but the flex tube itself is just slightly too short to reach, kind of to perfectly go into each of the clips at the end there. Like, you kind of have to balance it so it's halfway in between each one. I mean, it's fine, it's solid, it's not going to fall out, but if it was a little bit longer, it would have been just easier so it lines up and fits in just a bit better, but it's only a nitpick, really. It works. I'm just about to go on to bag 6, but before I do, I thought I'd show you the interior details. So we've got the bar all nice and completed with these stools, which you can't fit the figures on them, but then again, the figures, if I just grab one, they don't have any, like, anti-studs on the bottom, so they, they're not going to sit on them anyway, but there are a few studs for them to stand around. And then this little table here and this beer barrel, which, it's a nice detail, but I feel like it just takes up a lot of space when you walk in through the door. Like, yes, there is a walkway there, but I don't know, it feels a little bit cramped to me. Then this really nice poker table, great stuff. But yeah, and now we're about to go on to bag 6 to build the other side wall and our first part of the light kit. So we're halfway through the build because there are 12 numbered bags. We're on to bag number 6 now, and we're only using our first light kit, so that'll be interesting. On to bag 7 now, where I'm about to introduce more of the light kits and just add some final details to the lower half of the build. But I haven't even tested the lights. Usually I do it straight away, but hopefully they work. I've never had any issues before, but let's hook this up and see if it actually works. Okay, so I've hooked everything up temporarily just so it all, well, make sure it all connects and works. So for the moment of truth, is there light? I mean, it's hard to tell because there's other light around here, but oh, there we go. Yes, there is. So the bar is lit up. That's good. So after I just successfully tested the lights, I accidentally broke one of them, and it's, yeah, as you can see, the cable has come out of the connector and I can't get it back in there. So I've just used the service card and ordered a replacement part, and hopefully it'll be on its way. But it probably won't get here in time before I finish my review, but at least you'll be able to know that, yeah, that's what's going on. And hey, they're happy to replace them for free, so that's all good. The only problem is it's just for one light, like it's a one big, obviously this cable here is part of this thing here and it goes all through here. All these other lights do work, except one of these doesn't. So eventually when the replacement part comes, I will have to rip this off and change all the other lights just for that one, which is a little inconvenient, but it's just the way it is. Now it's time to go on to the bag number 8. I'm over halfway through and we're building the back wall. And of course we're going to add some more lights as well. And here it is so far. I've just finished building this staircase and I really like it. It's using like a pre-molded stair piece, but then you kind of custom build and you had the handrails and everything. Yeah, that looks really nice. I'm 303 steps in. What's that? 218 pages. The back wall is complete. Ready to go on to bag 9 to build more walls. Yes, this is good though. Because look at that. You can just hinge it right open like that. Now some people might think that's a bit lazy and boring using these big panels, but honestly I don't mind it, because even if there were details on it you wouldn't see it when it was closed up, obviously, and then if they were here when it was open it just might look a bit weird. So I'm happy with that, to be honest. And it just, yeah, there you go. So yeah, the only thing I don't like is this gap here, so I'm hoping that that will get filled in at some point. Building the upstairs now, and I've just added this nice little dresser unit with inkwell, and building the walls up here. And unlike downstairs and the rest of it, they're not brick built, they're plate built, and they're on hinges, and then they lock into place once you put in the windows, which are separate little builds, and it all just locks in like that. So from the front it gives you this kind of slanted wood panel effect, and it's just really nice, and you wouldn't even tell. Like, I saw in the box and I wondered how they did this technique, and now I know. So if you ignore my slightly off sticker placement here, this grandfather clock is perfect, because look at it. The pendulum can even swing just to do with the building technique. Oh, that's a nice little detail. It's a simple build, but an effective one. So most of the side walls are pretty much complete now, and I'm just going around to the front. There's a strange part usage. You see, here's a 1x5 by 1 brick, and here's a 1 by 1 by 3, and then 2 1x1s, and they're the same height. There's nothing else there. There's no reason why they needed to be different, so that's pretty strange. So I'm just hooking up these outside lights for the little kind of balcony area, but I've noticed a bit of a design flaw, because the lantern gets in the way of the door, and the door is supposed to open outwards as per the instructions, and the lanterns are in the right place, but you can't actually open it. If the door opened on the inside, then it would be fine. So I guess you can just make that swap, but yeah, just thought I'd point that out. So 401 steps in onto the bags 11 with the final bit of lighting and pretty much adding on the roof. And it looks like the battery box is going to live on the roof, which is a new one. I mean, it sticks out, but at least it's on the build, I guess. I don't know how I feel about that. I prefer it when they're hidden underneath the floor. That just is my personal favourite option for them. But yeah, this will be interesting. So the first step of bag number 11 is to actually fill in the hole on the back wall, which I mentioned, I can't remember how many bags ago now. It seems strange that you do it now, but better late than never, I guess. So the roof is now complete, but do you notice anything strange at all? Like, this sign looks nice, but what about that flag? Well, I had to put it upside down because, oh, the camera's not going to focus, is it? Focus, focus, focus. Well, as you can kind of make out, it looks like this one was molded just a little bit wrong, or it got a bit squashed in the machine, because, yeah, it was supposed to go the other way around, but I just couldn't get it in there because, yeah, look at it. It's just a little bit squashed. But wow, I've not had anything. That's probably the worst part I've ever received. I've never had a part in a Funwhole set that's been like this, I don't think. So, yeah, that's not ideal. I mean, it's still usable, but again, it's not ideal. But yeah, I'll just get in touch and they'll send me another one for free. So the saloon itself is pretty much complete now, and it's just time to add some little plant life and extra things around the outside. And now I've finished building this final little tree. The build is officially complete. Lots of vegetation around the saloon there, looking very nice. And here's what it looks like with the lights on. It gives it a nice kind of warm glow. Like, the set doesn't massively rely on the lights, especially looking at it from the outside. But it just, yeah, it has a really nice warm feeling. And then we've got the 3 minifigures. We've got a bartender, a bandit, and a gunslinger, with a little side build of this dead tree here. And even outside, there's just so many plants and things. little water trough for a horse, an old wagon wheel, and a sign that says railway station. So maybe that's a little tease for a future Wild West set that Funwhole might be doing. That'd be pretty cool. And there it is, the battery box on top of the roof. Not the best placement, but yeah, I guess you can't see it from down here, although if you look above it, then you can kind of see it. Let's take a look inside and see some of the interior details now they're all lit up. And moving around to the side wall, there's a little play feature here. If you just spin this little sign, this little poster here, it knocks out the wall into the office, so it could be like a little secret getaway. And then moving around to the back, and we can open up the back wall with this little notch on here to reveal the interior details. And wow, look at that. This is the first time I've seen it all lit up inside. It looks so lively. Like, even though there are no minifigures in here, there's so much going on. There's so much to see, and the lights really do add a whole lot of character to it. Wow, with the chandelier on top there with the candles. Down behind the bar. Yeah, that's nice. The lamp up top of the stairs. It really does have a nice little cozy feeling. Now, the roof is designed in a way where you can just detach it, but then you've got to worry about the wires, especially where they all kind of come up through here, that if you take the roof off, you have to kind of redo your cable management. And speaking of the cable management, the battery box on top kind of covers up some of the cables, but the on-off switch is on the bottom, so you have to lift it off and kind of, yeah, you have to hide your wires underneath it, which again isn't ideal. You've got the posters on the wall and just some more little things, obviously the clock and the dresser. Yeah, and the piano under the stairs with these little chair builds, which are just loose, but it's a really simple but effective design. They look quite comfortable. Yeah. And of course the poker table there as well. And as I said earlier, one of my cables was broken, so I can't quite complete the circuit here. As you can see, the broken cable is supposed to come from over there and connect to this little connector over here, which will then power the lights underneath here, which would give it a nice warm glow. But because that wire is broken, obviously these ones can't connect because they're not getting any power source. But there are some pictures here which you can see all the lights fully decked up, and once my replacement arrives, I'll be able to fix that, no problem. And don't forget to check out all the Black Friday deals that Funwhole are having as well, because there's lots of great offers on all their sets. And there might be more Wild West sets coming soon, which they've teased as well, with a Wild West Sheriff's Office, so that could be exciting if that one does eventually come out. And don't forget to check out all the links in the description. If you want to get this set, you've got the Amazon links, the Funwhole website links, the affiliate links, so check all the links are down there. And don't forget to use the discount code DailyWeeklyBuilds to get 10% off your order as well. And, you know, a little bit of commission might help support the channel, but that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for all the future videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel or on one of my other channels as well. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends.